EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go again with Etienne. Down the left sideline. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2. End zone.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Swift. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has. But I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Smith catches left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They go play action with Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. We are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win-win for the Gipper speech. I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence, he lets it go deep for Olave. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Olave, 59 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On first down, Hurts on the move to his left. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On first and 10, it's Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense for the Jags, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
You look at this Jaguar defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the running game with Swift. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. A pitch out to Swift here. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith from 8 yards out, and the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Etienne once more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
First down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The Jaguars at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards. First down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Hey, kill.
Back to the ground with Etienne. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead's now 21-14. Patterson back out there to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They give this one to their receiver, Watkins. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
A handoff as they run the counter play.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. York now for the extra point.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown! Chris Olave with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that is going to tie up the game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
He'll buy some time right. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And I get the ball back. That hurt it.
Offenses have been in fine form.
I ain't know I get the ball back.
As we are underway in quarter 3.
Go.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Motion left, Smith. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. He's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds. Before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. From the gun, it's Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down, Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. On the option to give to Swift here. And Swift is not going to get there. They stop him short of the loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He completes it. They've got a first down. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Hey, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them are in the end zone. But just like in boxing, the blow that hurts the most, the one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit.
Man, I always do that fucking come in throw like that. My phone is hard to always do that dumbass.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. The try. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Etienne will go into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles. This game wasn't tied for long. How about that? A big return here in the 4th.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. 4th quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regained the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 35 yards the game there. Another first down as well.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On play action, Lawrence. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Patterson's kick is good. He's been automatic to this point of the season, and we can win some through very well.
What a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, remember the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Oh, shit.
Here's a toss play right to Swift. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Around the motion man right. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 101 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodon jabs up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Hi, this is Lisa Williams calling from Credit Management.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted him or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. They're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they're doing what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having their backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points,